Okay, so we're out here at the grill here. We're making a dinner for the family because it's so hot where we're from. So we're cooking outside because all we have is a swamp cooler. So while we're doing this, we're going to talk about tattoo machines. So for beginner artists, or any artist, if you're just looking and you like to collect machines, you can buy machines that are all the way from 50, 60 bucks all the way up to the realm of, $2,000-$3,000 machines, and price really, in my opinion, on a tattoo machine doesn't make a difference as far as how the quality is, because I've come across tattoo machines that are very cheap but run really good, just like that green pigeon. And I have came across machines that are mid-grade, kind of high-end, like the blue one I got here, and really low-end, like this black liner. Has really good guts, but a really shitty frame. It only costs 38 bucks. The green one was only 70, with shipping and handling or 80, and the blue one was like 80 used, but I had to rebuild a lot and put like new screws into that's why they're different looking. So I had to just find some screws I had that would work, and it was kind of rusted and couldn't be took apart till I got a hold of it, and I worked my magic on it. Anyhow, so let me get some water. Machines I'm looking forward to collecting, or that I suggest, is, like I said, any used FK iron machine that you see a black and red set like this. And don't get fooled by a knockoff. They always have a red wire connection too, typically like this, or black with red wraps around the eyelets though. And then they have this usually a blue capacitor from what I've seen so far. And you can see up here red wraps around where the eyelet is, but black wire, and then a black front, red back, 8 wraps. You can tell that they're really tight wrap, good coils, very good coils, very good machines. Wish that they wouldn't just sell to shop artists and people who make a living off this, because that leads me to what I am a 14-year hobby tattoo artist, I guess you can consider me, because I only tattooed full-time for like 6 years, but never in a shop, because I always had been told by people who even thought they would give me a chance, even a gentleman who wanted me to run his shop and be like the main artist, because he was having troubles with other artists being really hammered, drunk, and stuff when they were working on people. Anyways, I was told they wanted 60% of my earnings. And to me, for me to work that hard on an art piece, and really I'm just, kind of in it because I love art, and I'm making just enough to basically upgrade to better equipment, or supply inks or needles or barrels, or I make somewhere a little bit over that sometimes if someone donates a little bit more money to me, but I don't really ask for a lot, because like I said, I'm doing it for the fun of the art. But anyhow, you can look for used FK iron machines, cheap machines that have good guts from maybe a local shop, if they're breaking the quote-unquote shop etiquette and selling gear to what people hate the most, that they call people as scratchers, which there is scratchers, but we'll get in a video on that and what it means and what it is, and So anyways, you can get some decent machines for cheap, for mid-grade and whatnot, and then you can go after the more expensive ones like this if you can find a way to get them off of a website. But they're going to be $400 or $500 with the actual FK iron frames. Some machines that I'm going to be looking into is just like I said, like the blue one, the actual worldwidetattoo.com, the Illuminator series. I'm going to be looking into some Dragonhawk machines that are made out of brass. They look shiny like this, but they have a similar style to this with the same clamping system and looks very similar to this machine. So that's why I'm curious to try it, because I'm curious if it's made by a similar company in the same country as this machine maybe. I'm not sure, but I want to try it out because I've heard a lot of people say Dragonhawk's not good, but they're cheap, so I want to try it. And then some ones I'm really looking forward to collecting, and I do not have any doubts in them, is I want to get some H&M tools and dies. They make machines as well. I really love the quality of this foot switch. Now I'm excited to buy a couple of machines, but their machines run, you know, a couple $100 to $300. Just depends, you know, but they got a decent price range from $150 to $300 range on their machines. Looking forward to getting a couple. Would love to try, you know, soft shader and maybe a you know, cut back liner or a color packer by them. And then another company I'm going to be looking into is forwardtattoo.com, and they sell machines all the way from $110 to roughly well, let's actually say about $210. You can have a custom machine made by them for $160 on their site. Pick out frame style, look, coils, the whole works. And I've heard very good things about Forward Tattoo machines, so I'm looking forward to getting a couple of those as well. And I would really like to get an actual FK Irons machine as well. I got this one for soft shading, which is pretty much like one of theirs, but I'd like to try one of their coil machines. Probably a color packer, and you know, maybe a liner, you know, for my smaller liners would be nice, because this is actually could probably do some lining with too, with the right spring setup, because it has a fast capacitor. But the Illuminator series, forwardtattoo.com, and then the H&M, I want to try some of them because this is a company from Spain. I take a lot of pride in that because I am Italian and Spaniard, and I just like to see things. Personally, you know, you always see stuff like this that's possibly made in like China or Taiwan or something like that, and you chance it that it may or may not be good. You're gonna see a lot of stuff like this that's made, you know, in America, Frankenstein. This was built here local where I'm at, but with a Chinese frame, American coils that were handmade, and it's semi good. But I like to see when other countries produce a good product, and it doesn't just always say made in China or made in the US. Like, I like to see things that say made in Italy, made in Spain, places you don't typically expect to be able to get gear from. And another company that is really good is Icon out of Canada. If you can get any of their machines, they sell for like $250 up, and they have good power supplies and such as well. All right, good day to you guys.